All right, y'all heard it here first. Julio Jones is going to the Detroit Lions. It makes perfect sense. The Lions need a wide receiver because they lost Kenny Galladay and they lost Marvin Jones. Kenny Galladay went to the Giants. Marvin Jones went to Jacksonville, respectively. So the Lions need a veteran wide receiver. They did go get Williams from the Raiders. And I know they got Rashard Perriman. But those guys are not going to change life at the wide receiver position. Jared Goff still needs more weapons. And they did draft the kid out of USC. But it makes total sense for them to go out and get Julio Jones. The reason why I say that is Julio Jones is a proven commodity. You know you're going to get at least 1,000 yards receiving. Hell, you might get 1,500 yards receiving because he's shown he can do that in the past. Yes, he's 32 years old, but Marvin Jones was in his 30s, and Kenny Galladay is not as old. However, you got some young guys around right now that could kind of help as a unit fill his numbers. And he had a lot of injuries. So getting Julio, I understand he's had an injury history, but he is a dynamic, game-changing player. Detroit would have not have a wide receiver like a Julio Jones that gets given that type of production since Calvin Johnson. Yes, he's at the twilight of his career, but I think they need to go after that. I heard it on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon today that the Lions are interested. I was talking to my wife. I told her on draft day the Lions should go out and get a wide receiver. When I heard Julio Jones' name was going to be in trade talks, I felt like Detroit was the number one candidate or the number one place for him to go just because they need a wide receiver. It's on turf. It's inside, just like he played in Atlanta. He's starting to get in the twilight of his career. Detroit is rebuilding. Atlanta's already rebuilding in the same situation. Yeah, it's Detroit, but you go to a situation where you probably need a fresh start. You can go in there and help lead that franchise to some type of, competitiveness because we don't have that. And Julio would give us a number one wide receiver that we haven't had since Calvin. So really, even though you lose two of your top receivers from last year, Detroit, with that one trade, could not only get more value, but they also will have a running game, a better line. So now you didn't have to go take a wide receiver at the top of the draft. And I think that's why they didn't, because they knew they were going to go after somebody else. I'm telling you, Julio Jones will be a Detroit Lion. He will be the Detroit Lion by the weekend. If the latest Monday, May 10th, you heard it here first, that he will be a Lion on May 10th. I'm out.